Okay, looks like Twitch servers gave out there for a second there. I haven't done anything in particular other than find a body which gave me more ammo up. So 15. Ow! Does this one look like a fetus? Upgrade. What is it? I don't think there's anything I can upgrade blessings wise. No, I want to max out the experience blessing. Although I'm realizing more and more that it's kind of not worth it. Spending a bunch of levels on that experience thing, and I'm not gonna end up using it on something that I could have actually used. Pretty much hoping we get through this game today. Seems like it's always the same type of skeleton. Ow, ow, ow. I'm not gonna keep any of these silver ones anymore. Looks like a mini boss there. Frankensteinish looking monster. Snake Fang. It's another punching weapon, basically. It's a lot of poison. 45 poison. Barely any attack though. Dang it. I almost missed this.
What are you doing in my swamp? Piss off.
Okay. Or there's Fat Conrad. Give me your head. It's not actually in my inventory. Oh, dang it. Frothing Blade of Rage. It's only 5% faster, but a ton weaker. I think this was the other way. Meditate. Hey, welcome back. Give me one last shout before I did. Well, thank you. You have a wonderful night or sleepy time. Appreciate you coming back. Ow, ow, ow. Ow.
Grand ruin of disgust.
Oh, so that's the poison. Dang it, keep pushing the wrong button. Pretty sure the boss is up ahead. Look at that. God, it doesn't even attack the flies. What kind of sense does that make? Ow. Oof. The buzzing sounds do not sound good to my ears. So annoyed with being full. Just drop, Sonora. Drop it all the time. Drop, Sonora. Drop it all the time. Move, Sonora. Drop, Sonora. Drop it all the time. Ugh. Blessing of Shroomer. Probably makes Shroom abilities last longer. Every time. Marine's Battle Spear. I don't want to get rid of this, but three slots. Meh. I'm just tired of having too full of everything. I'm never gonna go back to these weapons though, so sort of era. Is there anything special about this sword? It said it was the legendary blade. It's not very legendary. Drop it. I don't need these weapons. I might consider using this one. The face breaker there. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da. Transcendence achieved. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back to me. I remember everything. The experiments conducted, the pain inflicted, the monsters created, the lives claimed. Put me down, please. To recall is to go insane again.
Acolytes slain. I don't remember doing it. can send it now. I'm supposed to give this head to somebody here, I think. You. You have the head. You killed him. Fat Conrad is no more. What a relief. See the horror of imminent death in his eyes like that brings me great joy. You know, I think I'll preserve this. Yes, I'll put it in a jar above the fireplace where I can enjoy his horrid last moments daily. Anyways, here's your bounty. He truly earned it. Grand Ruin of Disgust. What is this? The Long Ranger. Meh. Sorry. Now I travel to... I think over here? Near here at least? I don't remember. pretty sure it was around. Here we go. Welcome to the necropolis, Transcendent One. Necropolis. Pretty sure this is probably the last area, considering the 7th Acolyte is up ahead. What the? Oh, I can't reach. Malgahar, God of Anger, grant us redemption. My faith is unwavering, my faith is unwavering.
Baltoad Putras, the spawn of disgust. A brilliant mind in a broken body, Dr. Wartburg had lived his whole adult life as a hermit in a small cabin at the notoriously dangerous Fetfields. He spent his days studying poison and venoms of various plants and animals, working late one night at his desk, being tired from a long day's work. Wartburg accidentally spilled a petri dish of unidentified toad toxin on his thighs. He was quick to wipe the stuff off, and survived seemingly with only minor rashes on both legs, where the ichor had soaked through his apron. Wartburg went to sleep, feeling a bit queasy, but otherwise unalarmed. Next morning, however, to Dr. Wartburg's great horror, both of his legs were oozing green pus from every pore. As he dragged his legs to the side of the bed, the skin on both of his calves peeled off, sticking to the bed sheets. Shocked by the horrible sight, Dr. Wartburg panicked and tried to jump off the bed, but collapsed, crushing his legs, which folded under his weight and squished into a pool of reeking gunk, chunks of dead flesh and ligaments. Laying on the floor in the fetid pool of pus that used to be his legs, Dr. Wartburg, with his last breath, shouted for Gahar to spare his life, no matter the cost. His shouts were indeed heard and answered. He survived, and was even allotted a brand new pair of legs. Fat Conrad. Fat Conrad, also known as Conrad the Cozener, is one of Morina's most notorious charlatans. Despite his deplorable and widespread reputation, many gullible individuals still turn to him in hopes of an easy fix for their problems. Before Conrad himself became a snake oil salesman, he was a consumer of one. As a morbidly obese youngster, Conrad was willing to try anything except for exercise to lose weight and lead a normal life. He brought a sinister potion which he was promised would turn all his fat into rock-hard muscles. This is precisely what the murky mixture did. Over time, the stuff turned Fat Conrad into a hideous stone-skinned monstrosity with formidable strength. Cleopatra-morphosis. After Dr. Wartburg fell under the sway of Gulgahar, he was ordered to neutralize any and all who opposed the Gahars. Through horrific experiment and torturous mutilation, the doctor transformed any rebels sent to him, turning them into mindless abominations, no longer a threat to the Gahar's regime. These revolting freaks of nature were let loose in fet fields. There they slowly became one with the swamp, feeding on each other's rotting corpse as well as on the occasional fresh ones, provided by the imprudent travelers foolish enough to cross the monster-ridden morass. Wartburg's monsters are repugnant crossbreeds of humans and frogs. The subject, a living person, is injected with a concoction of toad DNA and exposed to several carefully chosen breeds of mold spores. The unfortunate individual is then placed in an artificial womb to be incubated for several months. The experiment is also attached to a respirator around which his mutating body will slowly grow, eventually engorging the machine entirely. After months of extreme agony, extensive growth, and appalling distortion of the human anatomy and psyche, the final product of the gestation rises, a gigantic, pulsating abomination which no world should beget. Thorn toad. Thorn toads are among the most poisonous creatures in all of Mornia. Their calm demeanor and stoic appearance may give one the erroneous impression of them being rather harmless creatures. Nothing could be further from the truth. If one approaches the thorn toad, whether it be out of curiosity, spite, or inadvertency, the amphibian is quick to attack and administer a small but potent dose of toad toxins through its thorns. It only takes a few minutes for the victim to die of the toxin, and once the inglorious end comes, the toads nearby track the scent and gather to feast. Musca morphosis. Though Dorian Wartburg has always been a man of great integrity and pride, he is not without a wicked sense of humor. One night, after gulping down a hefty bottle of moonshine, an unsuspecting fly landed on the tip of the doctor's nose. Dorian instantly came up with the playful idea of combining the smallest being possible with the largest being possible. After a series of hasty, drunken calculations, the mad genius eventually managed to come up with a formula on how to cross the DNA of a fly and with the DNA of a giant. Even if the idea may sound laughable, the end result, Musca morphosis, turned out to be anything but amusing. Maggot mother. A maggot mother develops from a giant larva, which attaches itself to inside a dead wood, living off the moisture and mold the inner bark has to offer. The larva grows until it fully fills the vacuous tree. After reaching this point, the giant larva mutates into a maggot mother that starts spawning offspring. On rare occasions, a giant larva has been known to attach itself inside a large enough carcass, mistaking it for a hollow tree.
Relief. Da, 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 da.
frothing blade of rage, worn by the berserk assassins of Ire. These deadly blades have their straps soaked in a skin-abhorrent hallucinogenic neurotoxin that makes the wielder of the blade mentally unstable. The berserk assassins of Ire are known for their complete lack of fear, high pain tolerance, and enraged behavior on the battlefield. A venomous hook sword made out of the fang of a snake. Don't grab it by the blade, or you're a goner. The precise and flexible weapon with a long reach, it's designed to target and penetrate weak spots and opening in enemy armor. The decapitated head of Fat Conrad, the face is petrified, eyes wide open, expressing the vivid horror of his unnerving last moments.
Missing one world lore, which is probably somewhere around this world. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a sleep. Also, we have room for another blessing now, or we should. Which we will deal more damage at firearms. I feel like that would be the more useful one. Take less sanity damage. I don't think I have to really deal with that. Ew, firearms. Gain more experience. I need to. I'm literally about to beat the game and waste a bunch of XP on gaining XP. If that was something I got in the beginning of the game, I probably wouldn't have minded so much. Minded at all, rather. Ow. I made a mistake. Okay. My sanity is pretty much gone. So maybe the damage to sanity thing would be pretty useful right now. Home tender. That wasn't worth it whatsoever. Oh, big boy. Big boy. Not even any items down here. What was the point? Something over here. Why am I losing sanity every time I attack? I'm losing sanity in general. Like slowly going down. Barbeller pounder. Another petrifier. Halberdibornia. The butcher's grib. Which of the weapons that? Already. Grim Reaver. I still have this one. Basically all the weapons from the entire game around here. Seems. Huh. If I miss the weapon or if I want to use a weapon, they all seem to be around here. Rude, my dude. Oh, this is gonna suck. Snake Fang. Trusty Blaster. That's the Ruin of Rage. Lore. Same thing. The Promised City. Sword of Yura. The axe. Panic. Panic capacity. Storm Cleaver. Every weapon. Every weapon that we've gotten. I want these. Trusty Blaster. Berserk sword. I don't know why I feel the need to pick this up. I guess because I didn't even try it out. I'm curious. Eh. Ow, ow, ow. Oof, I almost died. Another grand rune of anxiety. 85 speed. Get one more. Sword of Dibram. Ow. My sanity, please. My insanity. The Lancer. not gonna be a save point. I mean, I guess there still could be. Battle spear. There's a. I think there's a mace I'm missing. Save point. Max out this experience. Not that it's gonna be particularly useful considering I'm here at the very end. Take more damage with firing weapon. Meditate. Let's read the lore for this final area. Oops, I didn't mean to meditate again.
Not grave slave. Not much can be said about the hulking grave slave. For most of them reside in Necropolis, where few commoners have ever gone, outside a coffin, that is. Some have surmised that the grave slaves are fallen giants, cursed by the Gahar to forever spade, to account for the ever-increasing mortality rate of Mornia. Very little is known about the abysmal tomb tenders of Necropolis. This is due to the fact that not many people manage to reach the promised city alive, and the few who do never return to tell about it. Some believe the tomb tenders are the caretakers of the graveyard who make room for new cadavers by digesting the old ones. Others say they use powerful dark magic to reanimate the dead, to help them out in their endless chores.
I'm missing an axe. And a claw of some sort.
The Promised City. The people of Mornia spend all their lives pursuing the Promised City Necropolis. Once they've reached exaltation, they set their aim for transcendence. As they slowly rise the ladder, getting ever closer to the reward of their lifelong subordination. Necropolis is described by the priests to be a warm and beautiful place, a place where there is good food and sweet wine galore, and you never need to toil, nor suffer again. A place where the mighty Gahars finally acknowledge the loyal service of their followers by granting them an eternal state of bliss. Most commoners are granted transcendence only when they die, and thus sent to the promised city in a coffin. According to the priests who speak for the Gahars, this matters not, for the dead shall rise anew once they reach the luxurious city of Necropolis.
Yeah, we almost got all the items in the game. And I'm assuming they don't pop up here if you didn't find them in their original position. Which just means we'll have a reason to go back and do that later. This area is just an area where you can find it again, not an area where you can find it for the first time. I'm assuming to make the most sense. Mother. Oh, that's the axe right there. Holy Ditch Tomer. Which could still be ahead, I guess. Meditate. Oops. Didn't mean to leave. Spooky.
The age of Dibram is over. The time of the Gahars has come. You fight nothing, striver. Golgahar is the sole path of salvation. Submit, striver, submit like we did, and the Gahars will provide for you.
No. Scholar of Hate.
Repent, my child.
Cheating.
You'll never make it, Striver. Give in to the Gahar. More took out vanquished an Inquisitor.
It couldn't be that easy.
Redeem my mistake. Redeem yourself. Redeem Mornia.
Duty fulfilled. Why do I just kneel? Don't I have to defeat Gahar? I'm still an acolyte. Still running. Well, we beat it. Missing 2 weapons. And we still have to read the final lore. Oh man, the music's been so good. Good. Let's go ahead and read the final entry for enemies.
Inquisitor Odious, the Scholar of Hate. Born to a noble family of twisted religious devotion, Emmerich Amatus Odious, the only son of Odella and Eldrick Odious, was raised to blindly worship the new gods, invariably beaten and tortured by his parents for any and all failures to follow their strict creed. Emmerich underwent a childhood of constant fear and violence. Early in his life, Emmerich began to mirror his merciless upbringing, as he would often break the fingers of other children he deemed heretics. This rarely caused him trouble, since most adults would not dare to scold him due to his sinister appearance and accursed reputation. As young Emmerich grew, so did his contempt for all others. He found fewer and fewer people to meet his high standards of piousness. He yearned to purge all blasphemers off the face of the earth, and thus began training as an apprentice in the cathedral of his hometown. In just a few years, Emmerich Odious had worked his way up to the office of the High Inquisitor as the youngest person ever to do so. Inquisitor Odious rapidly became the most revered official among his congregation, as he condemned, tortured, and killed more people with more efficiency than any of his predecessors. His unparalleled moral compass even led him to torture many of his subordinates and eventually to kill his own parents for blasphemy. After slaying his parents, Odious offered himself to the Gahars in hopes of becoming an acolyte. The gods accepted his bid, as they got the most powerful clergyman in Mornia to become their vessel. Because of his stature, Odious was granted power greater than any acolyte had hitherto received, and so earned the fitting Monkia, the Lord of the Acolytes.
Gigi. I'm just missing these two weapons, but I don't know where they're at. Actually, let me see real quick. Because it loads it up, but I'm not healed. Wait, I am healed now. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe. Oh no, the boss is still dead. So, wait, what? So you can't refight the boss. Are there still enemies? I imagine there is, so you would be able to like level up and everything. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's still enemies. But there's no boss. Interesting. I'm assuming maybe there's an area that does the boss rush. Or maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe it's just saving this for New Game... Not New Game Plus. DLC. If they plan to do DLC. I don't know. But good go, otherwise. Music fit the game really well. It played pretty well. Satisfying. It can be a little bit hard to get into, but I think I was able to be captivated by it enough to easily get into it.